Hello, welcome to another English video. In this English video, you will learn about prepositions, and in particular, the preposition by. So we use the preposition by. We want to say how we do something. How we do something. So by is related to actions. For example, you can say, we sent Jane a package by post. Here, when we use by, we mean to say, how did we do something? How did we send the package? We sent it by post. Okay, let's look at another example of how we use by. We can say, we can use by when we say do something by hand. I sewed a new shirt by hand. So that means I didn't use a sewing machine. So what we want to establish here is that by explains how we sewed, how we did something. And how will go with the verb. Okay, so let's look at another example of how we use by. We can use by when we want to talk about how we contact people. Ryan contacted Jane by email. So here we want to know, how did Ryan contact Jane? And contacted is in the past simple, and he contacted her by email. So the preposition kind of explains how something was done. Let's look at another common expression that we use with the preposition by. We paid for the dinner by credit card. We paid for the dinner by credit card. So here we want to know how we paid for the dinner. And we paid by credit card. Okay, so those are some examples of how we use by to explain the way that we do something, an action. We can also use by to say how somebody travels. We can also use by to talk about how someone travels. So for this, we can also use by. So let's look at an example of that. We went to Berlin by car. So here we want to know how we traveled. We went. How? How did we go? We went by car. So we can also say by train, by plane, we can say by boat, by bus, and we can say by bike. So these are all forms of transportation that we can use the preposition by with. So these are all forms of transportation, how we get there. Okay, so I hope this video has helped you to understand how we use by to talk about how someone travels, and how we use by to talk about how we do something. Okay, good luck with your English.